Hey, everybody, and welcome to another deep dive with us. Today, we're diving into something I think is really cool.
hmm
A platform called Glass that lets you earn cryptocurrency just by sharing your internet.
Yeah.
It's so cool, right? And you know what the best part is?
What's up?
You don't have to be some kind of crypto expert to understand it or to even use it.
Right.
It's perfect for beginners. It's a really great entry point for people who might be a little intimidated by crypto.
Yeah, absolutely. And, more and more we're seeing this emphasis on making crypto accessible
Yeah,
to a wider audience. And Grass is really at the forefront of that, I think.
totally agree. And what I think is so interesting is that it just uses something that you already have. Your
Exactly.
internet connection, which everybody has, right?
Yeah, you're already paying for it.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, I'm excited. Let's talk about it. What exactly is grass?
Okay, so imagine this. You're sitting at home, you've got your internet on, and, let's be real. Sometimes you're not using your full internet speed.
Oh, absolutely not. Most of the time, probably.
Right, you're leaving all this potential bandwidth just sitting there unused. So Grass comes in and says, hey, let's put that unused bandwidth to work
Okay.
and actually earn you some rewards for it in the form of cryptocurrency.
So I'm basically getting paid to just have my internet on.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm already sold. But tell me, how does this actually work? Walk me through it.
Sure, it all starts with this idea of a network. So when you download the Grass app or the extension, your device becomes part of this big network,
Okay.
and your device becomes what's called a node. Now, this node, it collects what we call public web data.
Public web data.
Yeah, think of it like the information you see when you're browsing online, shopping, news, all that kind of stuff.
Okay, so it's using my internet to gather this information. But what kind of information are we actually talking about here, and then what happens to it?
Great question. So this data is actually used for something really. It's used to train AI models. And AI models, they're everywhere. You see them in product recommendations, personalized ads, search results.
Right.
Even self-driving cars, it's all powered by AI that learns from this huge amount of data. And what Grass is doing is helping to provide that data
Okay.
in a way that's secure and transparent.
Okay, hold on. Secure and transparent. Let's break those down a little bit because I think those are important.
Yeah, for sure. So Grass is built on the Solana blockchain,
Okay.
which is known for being super fast and scalable, which basically means that it can process tons of data very quickly.
So it can handle all this data coming in from my internet and all these other nodes.
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, it also uses something called zero knowledge proofs, or ZK for short.
Okay, I've heard of those. Those are a little technical though, right?
They are a bit technical, but I think a good analogy is like a magic lockbox.
Okay.
You can prove that you have something valuable inside that lockbox without actually opening it
Oh, interesting.
and revealing what's inside. So in the case of Grass, you can prove that you're sharing data without actually revealing the specifics of that data.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. So that's the security aspect. What about the transparency?
Right. So transparency is all about knowing where your data is going and how it's being used. And because Grass is built on a blockchain, all of those transactions are recorded publicly and permanently.
Oh, so I can actually track where my data is going.
Exactly. You have that visibility.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about those rewards. You mentioned cryptocurrency?
Yeah, so the cryptocurrency used on Grass is called, you guessed it,
Grass token.
Grass token. And you earn this Grass token simply by sharing your bandwidth. But it goes beyond just earning. You can actually use your Grass tokens to vote on how the network is run. Think of it like having a say in the future of Grass.
So I'm not just like earning passively, but I'm also part of the decision making.
You're a participant?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I like that. Okay, so I have to ask, and we like to present all sides of the story here.
Of course.
This all sounds really amazing. Are there any downsides, things that people should be aware of?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, no system is perfect, right?
Right.
So I think one of the biggest things to consider is you do need a stable internet connection for Grass to work properly.
That makes sense because it's using your internet.
Exactly.
And what else?
Yeah, and for some people, the technology itself, blockchain, cryptocurrency, all of that, it can feel a little unfamiliar.
Especially for someone who is a crypto beginner.
Exactly. But the good news is that Grass has a lot of great resources to help people learn and get started.
Okay, that's good. So who's the brains behind this operation? Who created Grass?
So the founder and CEO is a guy named Andrej Radonjic.
Okay.
And he's got this really interesting vision for a more decentralized internet, one where users have more control over their data.
Okay.
And Grass is a really big part of making that vision a reality.
So big picture here. What does the future hold for Grass?
Well, I think the future's looking pretty bright. Some analysts are predicting really big things for the Grass token.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they're forecasting a minimum price, get this, of 0.000155 in 2027 and 0.000513 in 2032.
Wow, those are some impressive numbers.
Yeah, and, of course, it's important to remember that the crypto market, it can be really unpredictable.
Right, those are just projections.
Exactly. Nobody has a crystal ball.
No, but I think even beyond the price predictions, it's really about a whole new way of thinking about the internet and about AI
Hmm.
and how we can be participants in that. What do you think, listeners? Like, how could something like grass change the game? I think that's something really interesting to think about.
I think it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm.
It's an exciting space. And, if anybody out there is interested in diving a little deeper, I
Yeah,
definitely recommend checking out the Grass website. They've got tons of great information.
it's a great resource.
Yeah, and their documentation is a fantastic place to start.
That's great advice. And remember, everyone, this is just a starting point for your own research. There's a whole world of decentralized technology out there
That's right.
just waiting to be explored. So
Happy diving.
happy to